Hey everybody, Alex Stephenson here with a special holiday Thanksgiving Innistrad Swiss draft. We open Mentor the Meek, which I actually think is a really good card. Whether you be in green white or really just there's a lot of archetypes that I'm sure this guy fits just fine with. Um, he's got pretty cool. There's like cool shenanigans with like Stitcher's Apprentice and him stuff like that. So I'm fine with picking him. I think he's powerful enough. You can generate a lot of card advantage from him. So I really like him a lot. Follow up. I think we're just going to do the Slayer of the Wicked. Although he does not have the interaction with the Mentor of the Meek, he just is a ridiculously powerful human card. So we're happy to pick him up. Okay, now what do we follow that up with? I'm pretty sure we follow that up with the Chapel guys. Stay on color, interacts well with Mentor the Meek. 3 toughness on a flyer is actually really relevant, so yeah, I think that's just pretty much the pick. Okay, so now we start to have a choice here. Question is, do we want to do white red and take this rolling Timbler, which not necessarily good for us right now, but certainly not something we want to go up against. Smite the Monstrous is a reasonable pick here as it's a removal spell, um, and it's on color. The rolling Timbler is very, very good though. Sweeper is something that I shouldn't um, probably shouldn't be passing just based on what I have now. Could just completely stay on white and take the smite. I think I'm actually going to take the rolling Timbler. I would rather take that away from my opponents than be up a smite the monstrous. Honestly, as weird as that is, I think rolling Timbler is a very good card, and I might end up playing it still. Here, I think I'm just going to take another Chapel Geist. They're an awesome card, and I don't mind getting a bunch of them. Okay, so here, green white is most likely the strategy I'm eventually going to go into, as it's a good archetype, and one I'd rather do than like white black or white blue. Blue white's actually pretty good. I don't really like Woodland Sleuth a lot, but green white is something that I could see myself getting into, and if I do, then Woodland Sleuth is pretty good. Let's cost sort here. So we only have 3 and 4 drops right now. That's not good. Could take the Ranger's Guile if I thought I was getting more green. I think Abbey Griffin's probably the safe pick, as it stays mostly white, which is the only color that we're 100% playing right now. Yeah, I think Travel Prep is actually gonna get me going into white green here. Travel Preparations is super strong. Okay, well, I think actually since we're white, we can safely take this Demon Male Halberg and hopefully pick up some Mausoleum Guards or Doom Travelers, stuff like that. I guess we can take the Ghostly Possession. Not a very good chance that we play it, but there's a chance if we end up extremely short on removal. I think we're okay with taking the Inquisitor's Flail. We already have a couple Chapel Geists and an Abbey Griffin, so this works real well with flyers. I think we take the Spidery Grasp, get a combat trick. So I'm pretty much just trying to move into green-white at this point. Um, I don't. I mean, from what I've got so far, it's looking pretty good. Could get better. I guess we'll cut Orion Devils. 2. Take a mulch. Alright. Okay, well, we opened an awesome pack too. We got a Geist Honored Monk, which is pretty much just guaranteed the pick here. Hopefully we table this Doom Traveler. Double Deadweight's kind of cool. that that's in the pack. Yeah, Guy-Centered Monk is going to be awesome for our deck. So that's a good pick. It's Chapelgeist or another Travel Preparations. I really like Travel Preparations a lot. Last time it tabled, but that was going the other direction. Village's Vestful is also very strong. Chapelgeist is crazy, though. I mean, if you get enough of those... Let's hide this red. So I've only got 7 creatures right now. Travel Preparations is so strong, though. I can hopefully... I think I'm actually going to pick up Travel Preparations. And hopefully pick up some more, like, Pilgrims and other cheap stuff. And then I can make it even better. Here... I already have a couple equipment, so the dagger's looking a little less appealing. Orchard Spirit is going to be okay. Yeah, I think Orchard Spirit's the pick. With the double travel prep, and it's got the evasiveness. I think that's really good. How many humans do I have for this Hamlet Captain? We've got the Mentor, and we've got Woodland Sleuth and Slayer of the Wicked and Guy-Centered Monk. It's a decent amount. It's not a ton. There's really not a lot of picks otherwise for us, besides like Elder Cathar, but I think I'd rather have the Hamlet Captain get another cheap creature. Okay, there's really nothing here for us that we can use, so I think I'm just going to cut something from our opponents. Let's cut the Lantern Spirit. That thing can get kind of annoying. Okay. A Village Bell Ringer to get another human to work with the Hamlet Captain. It's also a little bit of a trick. Otherwise, Bramble Crush is actually a really strong card. I think I'm actually going to pick up the uncommon, the Bramble Crush. I don't have a ton of instants and sorceries to the Rune Chanter's Pike either, so I don't think that's the pick. I'm going to pick the Bramble Crush just because it's a nice little versatile card. Well, here I think I'm just going to pick the Butcher's Cleaver. Just works so well with humans and flyers and stuff. I guess I pick up the Paraceline for the sideboard. Alright, well now we're a little bit short on creatures, unfortunately, so I need to start picking those up a little bit better. We're actually a little bit short on removal too, to be honest. Pick up the Selfless Cathar. So then it bears the question, what exactly do we have? Looks like we've got like the buff spells and like Mulch is not seeing play. Bramble Crush might be main decked. I guess we'll just take the Moon Heron away from our opponents. Take the Pure Blood, get another creature. Definitely not an impressive one, but a creature nonetheless. Take the Makeshift Mauler, which really should not be that late. Take the Curse. Take the Brain Weevil. Okay, pack 3, and we opened an Evil Twin, which is kind of cool, but totally not in our colors, so we cannot pick it. We also cannot pick this Into the Maw of Hell. Could pick the Priest or the Prey Upon. Prey Upon is probably going to be better for us, because we have the Travel Prep and the Chapelgeist and other 2/3s, stuff like that, which work really well with Prey Upon. So I think that's the pick. Hopefully table the Priest or the Travel Prep. 3 Travel Prep would be pretty sick, but no other creatures besides the Priest that I'm really regretting passing, but I think Prey Upon is really good. I really want to get that. Alright, well, I think I'm fine with actually picking up a Daybreak Ranger, even though it's another 3-drop. It starts as a human, it kills flyers. I can splash a red so it can fight. It's just really good. So, yeah, that's definitely the pick. Okay, I think pretty clearly the pick for us here should be the Absence Pilgrim. We need more creatures, and this one ramps because we have a ton of 3-drops, and it'll allow us for some turn 2 Chapel Geist and Orchard Spirits, Mentor the Meeks, nasty stuff like that. Draws us from that. It's just really good. So Pilgrim is definitely the pick there. Okay, question is, what creature do I want from here? Do I want the Voiceless Spirit? Do I want the Ambush Viper, the Festerhide Boar, Spidery Grasp? I think we need one of the creatures. So it's really the Boar, the Viper, or the Spirit. I've only got 3 creatures right now that are converted mana cost 2 or less. Kind of want to get more than that. We look a little more like we want to be aggro. The Ambush Viper is also a little piece of removal, and it works better with Mentor the Meek. Voiceless Spirit is got the first strike though, which works really well with Travel Prep. But I think I need some cheaper creatures. I gotta pick the Ambush Viper here. Okay, here Geist Catcher's Rig, which is bomb creature and also like a piece of removal, or the Festerhide Boar, which can potentially come down as a 5/5 trample. The rig is kind of cool. Rig or the boar is really what it is. Rig can kill something. Boar is just beefier and cheaper. I think I'm actually going to take the rig. I can think of a lot of flyers that I would like to kill, and it would be good against our Chapel Geist and stuff. Let's hide this Pure Blood. I don't think I'm going to be playing that. Okay, so it's really like Torch or Gallows Warden. We're at 14 creatures now. Gallows Warden works with the Chapel Geist pretty well. Protects them from, and it boosts the Geist-Honored Monk Spirits. Torch is pretty good though, and we don't have a ton of removal. I think I'm actually going to have to take the Torch here over the Gallows Warden, unfortunately, just because I'm a little bit short on removal. And we're at like a decent balance right now. Well, I suppose we can do Caravan Vigil. Maybe then do 16 lands instead. And I can splash 1 mountain for this Daybreak. That might work. Let's get another creature here. Over the Naturalize. Yeah, I like the Fox. Didn't table a Travel Prep or the Priest. Suppose we can just take the Delver away from our opponents. Make a Wish maybe for sideboard. Here I think we want to pick up a Naturalize for sideboard. Armored Scabs. Looks like nobody's really playing that archetype. We're going to take the Scarecrow as a good sideboard. It's also good against us in sideboard, so sideboard, getting some good sideboard tools towards the end here. That's nice. Okay, well, this deck looks decent. I've got 15 creatures, which is totally acceptable, so I'll see what I can do with this. Okay, so I built this. Not a ton of removal in this deck. Once again, we've got the Torch to prey upon. The Viper is kind of removal. Grasp, I guess, is a little bit of removal. Daybreak for flyers. Bramble Crush is not really removal. Slayer, I guess we have a decent amount of removal. And the Rig. Some of them are a little more narrow than others, but I think it's pretty good. We have 15 creatures. We're doing the 1 mountain. We're only running 16 lands because we have the Caravan Vigil plus the Pilgrim. So we're going to do the splash 1 mountain for the Daybreak when it flips. And yeah, this deck looks pretty good, I guess. We have how many creatures in the beginning? We've got the Pilgrim, Cathar, Viper, Fox, Captain. 5 drops that are 2 or less mana. We don't actually have a lot of stuff that interacts with Hamlet Captain, but we've got equipment like Cleaver that works well with it, and I mean we can suit it up with a flail if need be too. Yeah, this deck looks pretty good. I'm excited to see how it does. I'll see you round one.